Hey everyone, Dan Mortimer with eXp Realty bringing you another weekly market update. This is for Henderson and Las Vegas real estate markets with data as of May 26, 2025. We're coming up on the final week of May here, and so let's go ahead and dive into the data for the last 7 days and see what's going on in our markets. So first, we had 1,158 new listings hit the market in the last 7 days. Quite a bit higher than we've seen the last couple of weeks. I think a lot of that has to do with school getting out and people starting to make those preparations for summer moves. So 1,158 new listings, 170 properties came back on the market. We also had 1,130 homes that had a price decrease. Again, we don't know all the values and ranges, but anywhere from $1 to $100,000 basically. As far as the under contracts go, we had 297 homes that went into under contract show status and another 432 that went into under contract no show status. So in total, you're talking about 729 going under contract versus 1,158 new listings. We had 563 homes that sold in the last 7 days and another 80 that were put into coming soon status. Basically meaning that they'll be active on the market within 30 days or less, usually quite a bit less. Diving into the active inventory numbers, we are currently sitting on 7,021 single family homes that are active on the market. We have 1,540 condos and another 1,099 townhouses. So we've crossed that 9,600 and change threshold that continues to grow. Very interesting market. I've mentioned it in previous videos before. This is usually the time where we're seeing peak activity. Lots of buyers coming into the market. School years come to an end. So a lot of people are making preparations, getting their homes on the market. For people that are renting, this is the time that they start looking seriously at homes. But it's a very interesting trend that we're seeing as a lot of people, especially first-time home buyers, people in that kind of $500,000-$600,000 range and under. A lot of people are feeling the squeeze from high prices, from interest rates remaining really high, and a lot of people, I think, are still playing kind of the sit and wait game. Now, it doesn't mean that nobody's buying homes. There are obviously a lot of things happening in our market. 563 homes sold in the last week and another 729 going under contract. So there is activity. There are buyers out there, they're just being more selective, which is not something that our market has been very used to up until about probably 6, 9, 12 months ago even. It's been a pretty drastic slowdown, and what's unique about this is we're at that kind of right up against that all-time high price for the median sale price of a home in the Las Vegas area. But the number of transactions, the number of homes selling is quite a bit lower than expected. I just went through an article earlier today that even on the new construction side, they're seeing things quite a bit slower than a lot of people were expecting, and those are kind of the main factors: is high prices, high interest rates. There's a lot of pent-up demand in our market. Every once in a while we'll see a blip with the interest rates and we'll see mortgage applications shoot up, or we'll see activity shoot up in properties going under contract. But as of right now, a lot of people are just kind of in a holding pattern, not necessarily in a rush to either get out of their lease, get out of their current home. They're kind of sitting waiting to see what happens. So there's a lot of pent-up demand, but at some point something's got to give if we're going to see more activity in our market. It'll be interesting to see as we get through the end of May and get the report for May's numbers, if that median sale price stays close to that all-time high. We had $480,000 as the median sale price in April, which was down about $5,000 from the peak in January and February and March. So it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues or if we continue to see things slide down as we come down from that peak price. It'll be very interesting to see. I know I've talked to quite a few buyers in the market that want to get into a home, they want to get something, but they're not in a huge rush right now. And with a lot of appeared volatility in things outside of real estate. People watch the stock market, they watch international market. I know a lot of people are watching these tariffs to see how that's going to affect things. There's just a lot of external factors that might be causing people to pause on making a massive decision like buying or selling their home. So it'll be interesting to see, because we have these two kind of forces pushing against one another, where this is usually the time where activity is at its peak, but we're also up against high prices, inflation, high interest rates, a lot of other things that are squeezing buyers out of the market or causing them to wait. So it'll be very interesting to see. Things are heating up in Las Vegas weather-wise, as you've probably all seen, getting a little bit hotter. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things play out over the next several weeks and months, and what our summer season looks like if it continues to stay slow, if we see a break with interest rates and we see buyers start to flood the market again. Anybody who tells you they know exactly what's going to happen has no idea, because something could, something as simple as the rates dropping 0.5%, for example, which I'm not saying that's going to happen anytime soon, but something like that could happen, and we would see buyers flood the market, because like I said, there's a lot of pent-up demand. But if the trend continues the way that it has been for the next 3-4 months, then there's a good chance that we continue to see that median price not drop off in a big way, but we will likely see it continue to dip as the inventory piles up and the number of properties going under contract and selling continues to stay low. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, there's 2 ways that you can support this channel. The first is the easiest. Hit that subscribe button. You get notifications anytime I post new content. I try to put at least 1 video out a week, if not a couple. Update videos like this, property walkthroughs, news updates, lifestyle videos, all that fun stuff. And then the other way that you can support this channel is if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in the next 9 days, 90 days, anywhere in between, beyond that. I'll put a link in the description of this video, just like I have in all my other videos, where you can set up a one-on-one meeting with me. We could do it over the phone, we could do it over Google Meet, we could do it in person, coffee shop or something nearby. And it just gives me a chance to get to know you a little bit better, learn about your situation, and we put a game plan in place to help you to achieve your real estate goals, whatever that may be. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you at the next one.